All right, man. We are live. Let's get it. Let's go, man. Hey, look, we're doing something completely new if you haven't noticed already, but this is the Ask You Wealth show. I'm going to be going live on a daily basis with you all. We're still working out when we're going to consistently have a specific time every single day, but with more practice, I am getting there. Anyways, just know that if you're watching this live right now, guys, we're going live every single day. All right. We're going to have so many segments where I'm going to show you how to make money using Instagram, using social media, the businesses that I have been a part of, the businesses that I have started, the businesses that I have failed, the advice that you want to hear that other content creators and entrepreneurs won't tell you behind the paywall. Yeah, you guys are going to get the breakdown of that here. Okay. I'm really excited. All right. I'm really excited to share what we have in tonight's show because we're covering 4 topics. All right. We're covering 4 topics. We're going to be talking about so many things when it comes down to monetizing yourself and being able to earn online using this beautiful metal rectangular device we call our phones. All right. So just a few topics we're going to cover before we get into it. Number 1, making thousands with your phone in a specific way. How I got to 30,000 followers on Instagram in 3 months. The number 1 upload technique to get 10 times more views in 2025. And last but not least, how I made $300 days on Instagram and how to make money on Instagram. All right. So those are the topics we're going to cover. If you're watching this live right now, welcome in. I see you guys chat up here. So even though I might be looking everywhere and I have a ton of screens, just know that I see your chats and I will read them in between segments as well. Right now, this is just the intro. And we're going to get right into it in just a couple seconds. All right. So I want to let you all know as well, we did start up a new community, all right, a new school community called the AskUWealth Community. This is where entrepreneurs like you and I are able to share our expertise, but also you can have your system set up with mentorship calls from me every single week and being able to surround yourself with like-minded individuals and just being able to grow and scale your business. All right. And you guys are going to learn more about that as we get into the show as well. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm really excited because we're connecting here on this channel. And hey, man, if y'all like the knowledge here, y'all are going to love it over there. All right. But anyways, I'm going to get right into it. It's already been 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and start tonight's live. All right. First topic we're going to bring up real quick. We got the iPad as the whiteboard. We're going to talk about topic number 1, which is making thousands with your phone like this. All right. Making thousands with your phone like this. I want to let you know a story real quick. Because if I don't tell you this story, you're not going to understand the concept of how simple it is for you to make thousands from your phone. You see, when I was an online fitness coach about a year ago, I was an online fitness coach for 3 years, thinking that I always had to post content and literally DM people all day in order for me to make money online. I'm telling you right now that is highly outdated. It works because the work works, but there's more efficient ways. And I'm telling you this from experience because there came a certain point in my journey as an online fitness coach where I was struggling to make consistent sales. So what ended up happening was I had a friend who was a part of an online fitness business that another coach owned, and he was just the editor. So I have this friend who's an editor, and he was creating content for this online fitness coach that was making like $30,000 to $70,000 a month. Now, he branched off from editing videos for that online fitness coach, and what ended up happening was he created what we called a SMMA business, a social media marketing agency. All right, a SMMA. All right. So I'm just going to draw this down, SMMA. Now, I don't have SMMA. I've tried it before. It's not for me. I like doing what I'm doing right now. But I'm telling you right now, this was a social media marketing agency. That's what it stands for, okay? Social media marketing agency. And my friend had let me know, Jay, like, I hit 15K last month and I'm on track to hitting 30K. And then he hit 30K and then he hit 40K. All right. He hadn't even been doing it for a year. And I'm in my head, I'm like, yo, like we haven't talked in like 6 months, but I remember when you were only making like $500 a month from editing. How in the world did you create a business from your phone? You don't have all the best gear and you were able to make that much money. I'm here to tell you right now that he used systems. All right. He used systems. I'm going to draw this out for you so you can understand it. Okay. He used systems. All right. He used systems. Now, I had a mentor who once taught us that systems, hopefully I get this correct, systems stand for saving you some time, energy, and money. And I forgot what the other S stood for, but just know that it stood for that, okay? It stood for saving you time, energy, and money, all right? Now, his systems were really simple. You don't have to be a guru to be able to solve someone's problem in order for you to make money online. You just have to solve a problem that other people don't want to spend time or go through the pain of learning how to solve that problem. Because he was able to use his systems, and his systems that he used were his iPhone, his MacBook, he used Dropbox, and he used what do you call them? Those sites where you can freelancers. Okay, he used freelancers and he used Instagram. Okay, he used a total of, what's this? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 systems. Okay. I don't know about you all. Let me know in the chat. I don't know about you all, but when I was beginning as an entrepreneur, right, I didn't know what a system was. And so I thought a system had to be some complex, complicated thing that you had to go to college for. Or I thought that a system was something like an iPhone or a gaming system, right? But a system, guys, a system is a process. That's it. A system is a process. Okay? Your iPhone is already created. It's already packaged up. As soon as you pull it out the box, it turns on. It is a system. Your MacBook, which is a laptop, okay, an Apple laptop, is already created, all right? Your Dropbox, which is literally a cloud service, is already created. All you have to do is start uploading files to it. Freelance websites are already created for you to hire people in. And Instagram is already created, has its own algorithm, has its own users. These are all systems. He was able to use these systems that he already paid for. And let me know. I'm telling you, well, actually, I'm not going to ask you guys to let me know. I'm going to tell you right now. The only thing that he was paying for were 2 things. He was paying for Dropbox. I think that was like $19 a month. And then he was hiring freelancers to do the work for him. All right. But he wouldn't, I believe he didn't pay them until the work was done. Okay. Because they were on contract. And so when he made money, they made money. Bottom line. So it wasn't like it cost him out of pocket. You get what I'm saying? He didn't start at a loss first, besides paying the Dropbox. But it's $19 a month. Now, I'm not telling you to be cheap with your business, but I'm telling you right now, my friend was able to make $30,000 a month using this framework. And that's why I got so excited. I was like, bro, you got to teach me. And when he showed me this formula, I was like, there's no way in the world is that easy. Like, there's no way in the world is that easy. And he gave me the scripts to send. He revealed, when I asked him to show me, he said, Jay, as long as you have an iPhone and you have a MacBook, right? So you can do more heavier work, right? And you use Dropbox when you get a client, and you have freelancers when you get a client who sends you videos that need to be edited, just use Instagram to send messages to people. And that's what I did. And at some point, I almost had a client. Right. But I'm talking about my friend here who was able to make $30,000 a month. He makes way more than that now, by the way. Okay, that was like a year and a half ago. Right. But I'm here to tell you that if you have systems in place, you could make thousands with your phone. Now, my business that I do, obviously, I'm on YouTube. But most of my money right now, most of my money from my business comes from Instagram. And so I use very similar systems. Right. What I end up doing with my business to make money online is I use my iPhone. I use my MacBook. Things that people use to get entertained. Do you understand? Like, we use them to get paid. Like, we use them as the AskUWealth community. We use them to get paid. We're not going out here being distracted by a phone and a MacBook and ready to just watch movies off of this thing. Okay? We're ready to get paid from it. All right? Let me move my camera down a little bit. All right, so check this out. I use an iPhone, I use a MacBook, I use Instagram. I have my own website. We have a funnel. All a funnel is I want you to think about when you go to the McDonald's drive-thru, you go through a drive-thru, right? Or you go to Burger King drive-thru, any drive-thru, fast food. You go to the drive-thru, they pull you up in the lane. You have to wait in line. Sometimes they have a menu before you speak to someone. And then when you get in front of the menu that you speak to someone with, they ask you, what do you want? And then they ask you for a combo. And then they ask you if you want anything else. And then they ask you if you want a sauce. And then they tell you the total. And then they tell you to move forward to the first or the second window where you pay. And then the second window is where you get the food. And then you drive off. That is what a funnel is. I just do this on Instagram. So when I post content, I tell people about a problem that I solve. The people who have a problem that want the solution, they'll go and click a link in my bio or click a link in their DMs because they commented a keyword. From there, they're on my website. When they're on my website, they have the option to find out how I can solve their problem. And then they have the option to buy. And then they have the option to buy something else. And then they're at the checkout and they get the access to it via email, automated. That way we make money. Okay, so that's how a funnel works. All right. But all in all, I have an iPhone, a MacBook, Instagram, and I have a funnel service. That's it. That's it. And so you need systems in order for you. Okay, these are systems in order for you to make money online with things that you're knowledgeable in. Or if you're promoting someone else's product, which is affiliate marketing, which is literally just recommending something. Let's say this microphone right here that I shoot content with. Let's say I sponsor you. You've seen those YouTube videos where it's like, hey, if you guys like this product and you're interested in buying it, click the link in my description down below, right? If I was promoting this product, I would leave a link in my description on a video. And when someone purchases this from the link, I would make a certain percentage. So you could have your own digital product. You can have your own product that you create that solves someone else's problem off of your own knowledge, or you could promote someone else's product and you don't have to create it. You just tell other people about it. And when other people buy it from that business, you make a certain commission. All right. But these are the systems that I use in order for me to make thousands right from my phone. Crazy, right? You're still paying the same phone bill. Instagram is free. Your MacBook, if you went to college or if you just have a MacBook, like literally, or a laptop, like this works. These are systems that are built. All right. It's not hard to make money online. It's not hard to make thousands online. Does that make sense? Okay. So if you got this concept and you do want assistance and you do want the right formula in order to turn your knowledge into passive income with Instagram, then you need to click the link in the description down below to join the AskUWealth community on School. This is where you're going to get mentorship calls from me every single week, making sure you post the right content, you have the right business system set up. All right. You have the right offer, meaning that you're creating something or you're promoting something that's already made so you can make passive income with it. It's simple as that. I'm going to help you every single week. All right. And right now, the price is cheaper than getting a combo at McDonald's per day. OK, so I'm just telling you right now. You want to hop on this. It's cheaper than $4 a day. All right. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and take this down. I don't see anybody in the chat asking any questions on this concept. So what does that mean? Well, we're going to go to the next topic. I'm really excited to talk about this next topic, guys. This next topic is literally going to blow your mind. All right, this is exactly how I got 30,000 followers on Instagram in 3 months. You want to pay attention to this whole thing because if you don't, you're not going to know how to attract people who want to pay you, hand you their wallets online, whatever you want to call it. Okay, this is exactly how I got 30,000 followers on Instagram in 3 months. Now, I'm going to let you know that I started my Instagram account that I have. I'm actually going to share my screen with you. I started my Instagram account that I have. All right. I started this back in December 2023. All right. So this is where we're sitting at. The growth has slowed down a bit because the algorithm does change, but we reached 32,000 followers. All right. And we post and we make money. As simple as that. All right. So I'm going to show you guys how I was able to make that happen with a brand new account. All right. And let me say this too. I want to share my old account with you guys, my actual online fitness account. All right. This was my online fitness account that I had, and I struggled so bad to get followers. You guys see that right here, I was posting so many times and I had 1,800 followers right there, 1,800 followers, but I posted 1,300 times. All right. But if we look back on my account that I have now, I only posted 400 times and I have 32,000 followers. So when it comes to getting followers, I want to let you know that you're missing out if you don't watch this whole formula. All right. So pay attention because I'm going to show you guys right now how this works. All right. So most people think that you have to create something that goes viral. And when something that we think goes viral, we think of something that, may not be as beneficial. It might just have to be something that you get out of character for. But I'm telling you, that's long from the truth. You see, when I was back on my online fitness account, where I only had about 1,800 followers and I had been posting for 3 or 4 years, I always thought to myself, I'm like, okay, I have to tell people information so good that they get a result from watching the content that I post. Well, I'm telling you right now, after 3 years of struggling and posting over 1,300 times, that is far from the truth. And that's far from the truth on Instagram. You see, on YouTube, you guys pay attention more. I'm making longer form content. You guys pay attention more. I'm telling you right now that when it comes to making money and getting followers on Instagram, you're going to have to play along with the game. And here's how the game goes. And here's exactly how I found it out. There was a point in time where I was so fed up. I would wake up, go to the gym, film content, work my ass off to be able to create content that would help people get a specific result from watching my Instagram reels. But I wasn't getting followers and I wasn't making passive income. So I ended up pivoting my online fitness business and I decided to learn how to market. And that's how I'm in this industry right now. I wanted to learn how to make money online, but also be able to be in front of the right people. And I fell in love with the process. It wasn't anything new. It was just a different way I had to go with it. And so here's the formula that you need to pay attention to. The first thing that you need to pay attention to when you want to gain followers on Instagram, when you want to have an audience of people who want to buy from you or buy your digital product or buy your service, right? You have to think of the person first. You have to think of the lead first, the whoever you want to call them, the prospect, your target audience, all the same thing, right? You have to think of them first. Okay? You have to think of them first. What do I mean by this? Well, if you want to make content and let me say this. If you want to make money off of making content, you can't say something to yourself like, well, you know what? I like that piece of content that I saw, so I'm going to make something like it. That does not mean that you're going to make money. Just because you feel inspired by your content doesn't mean you're going to make money. And this is the hardcore truth that people aren't going to tell you. These gurus on content and people who tell you how to make money online, they don't say these things, right? They tell you, oh, you can do what you love and make content about it and make money. I'm telling you right now, you need to teach what you love, because when people see you as the authority, which is number 2, when people see you as the authority, they grow respect for you. Okay? They grow respect for you. I'm not judging when I say this. Okay. I'm just telling you. Well, maybe I am judging. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right. If you've ever been in the street and you are in your car, maybe you're at a gas station, and some random person who may have been homeless walks up to you, and your guard might be more up, right? And maybe they ask you for money, and you might have said to yourself, well, if I give you this money, are you going to actually get what you asked for, or are you actually going to get something else, right? And so that happens because there's a certain level of respect that you have for the money that you're going to give, but also a respect level that you have for the homeless person or the person that looks homeless. And if that person was someone else that you knew could benefit you, you wouldn't have asked that question. You would have said, here's my money. You would have said, you know what? I know you have what I want. Here you go. Okay. But the homeless person didn't have anything to offer but a thank you. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, or the homeless person didn't have anything else to offer besides you feeling grateful enough to be able to give, right? Because you can do it for compassion too. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to tell you that you need to be seen as the authority online. Otherwise, you're going to look or seem like someone on the street that's randomly asking for money, because people are going to look at you and be like, why would I pay you? This is the question that I thought as an entrepreneur when I went on Instagram as well. Why would someone want to pay me? Why would someone want to pay me $3,000 or $1,000 or $500 or $2? Okay? Why would they want to pay me? You need to be seen as the authority. The only way that you're going to be seen as the authority, guys, is by building trust. Okay? You need to build trust. Why do you need to build trust? Because people don't know you. You know you. And this is why I say when you see videos that you get inspired from and you're like, you know what? I'm going to create something like that because I liked it. So other people are going to like it when I make something like that. No, you don't know how much that creator or entrepreneur made from that piece of content. And 9 times out of 10, most people aren't making money from their content when they post content because they don't know how to reach the people who actually want to pay them. I was DMing someone earlier today who has a course that he sells. All right. He has a couple hundred followers and he was reaching out to me telling me that, hey, bro, how do you get people who comment under your post literally asking for your product? And I told him, bro, it's systems. It's being the authority. It's knowing how to break down content to have people build trust with me. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to leave it here because it's too simple. All right. If you skip over this last part, it just means that you don't like money. All right. Number 4 is by, Number 4 is by giving. All right. But not just giving anything. All right. I'm going to fill this out in 1 minute. I promise. Watch this. Y'all have been, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that at one point I was actually I was working at UPS, right? And at a certain point, I had to read this book while I was working on the UPS trucks. And it reminded me that I needed to give before I even cared about how much I could receive. So at the end of the day, I had told myself, I had read this book and the book concept had revolved around building value with people, not in any intentions of getting anything back, but just building value, just giving away so much. Okay. You need to give away so much value that you need to ask yourself, well, if I give away this, are they going to want to pay me? Because when you say that question, I'm going to say this again. Well, if I give away this much value, are they going to want to pay me? If you can actually honestly ask yourself that question out of fear of being like, are they going to want to pay me after I give them this? Because what else is there else to give, right? When you can ask yourself that question and get a little scared, that's when you know you're giving away value. That's when you know you're giving away value. And I'm not saying you have to screen record and show them every single step. I'm telling you that just teaching concepts gives away enough value. I'm giving away concepts. You guys don't see me moving my cursor around the screen saying, click here, buy this, buy that, type this, type this. No, I'm giving away concepts because people value what they can understand. If you give too much technical, they will lose motivation. It's the same reason why people join college and they're like, whoa, I want to go to college because it gives me a better job opportunity. But then people get in college and they flunk out, or they're not motivated, or they don't know what they want to do because they didn't understand the process of what they wanted to do when they got in, or what they want to become once they get out. So you need to give value. You need to ask yourself that question. If I give away this value, are they going to want to pay me afterwards? And the answer is always yes. And why? It's because people, they can understand concepts all they want, but the nitty gritty and the support that you can give off of the things that you're already knowledgeable about, you sell the access to you. Let me explain. I teach people how to make money online with Instagram. I teach people how to create content that creates money. I teach what I've learned over 4 years of online entrepreneurship and took me over $20,000 of investing into myself. And I teach concepts and I teach specifically how you directly one-on-one can change your life if you make the changes and you actually create Instagram and you have a digital product and you have the systems that you can sell. And I show you step by step in the AskUWealth community. I also hold your hand every single week, allowing you to ask me personal questions and giving you critique advice every single week that you join the lives in the AskUWealth community, because I know you're going to need the help. Because I know I can't answer every single question. I know once you accomplish one goal, if you want to accomplish the second one, you're going to ask a question. You're going to. Just because you learn how to make $100 doesn't mean you know how to make $20,000, right? And I'm not saying that it's impossible. What I'm saying is going to take you a lot more time and effort for you to figure out what actually works versus just asking. And so I give away access to my time and my energy for a fair price, right? You need to do the same. So don't be afraid of giving away value, okay? But that is how I built my 30K followers. I ain't gonna lie. After I gave away value, I just told them one thing, all right? After I gave away value, I told them one thing I didn't give away. I told them one thing. I said, follow me. But you see, in my post, when I said to follow me, they followed me because they respected the value I gave. And because I gave them value, they trust me more. And that's why they followed me. And they also follow me, and they're not worried about me following them back because they see me as the authority. And that's all because I thought of them first more than me. Let me be real with you, okay? Because I told this to someone earlier today as they were DMing me. The posts that I have on my Instagram, they're not the posts that I really want to make. I want to make, like, y'all, like I tested a Cybertruck a couple months ago, right? Like, that's the type of content I want to make. It's awesome, right? I was in the Cybertruck right here, right? It's awesome, right? Yeah, they didn't really like it. So guess what? I make content that they like, that they enjoy, and I get way better engagement. Even if it's low engagement, it's better than what I did when I actually was posting stuff that I enjoyed. They don't enjoy it. You get what I'm saying? So you have to think of people first. When you're in business, you need to be a people person. You need to care about other people. All right? So that is the formula right there. Take a screenshot of that. We're about to go to the next topic, guys. All right? By the way, if you want mentorship, if you want weekly help to help you set up your business systems to make money online using Instagram, the AskUWealth Community is on school. Link is in the description down below. All right? Awesome. We're knocking it down, guys. We're going crazy with it. Let's go. All right, so we got the next topic coming up in just a couple minutes. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is live, so I love YouTube. I love YouTube because we get to go live and you guys watch long form content, actually seeing like the behind the scenes of actual business owners, right? So I got someone who's ready to join the community right now. I'm gonna show y'all without trying to give away sensitive information, of course. All right, give me a second. So we got someone right now. All right, here we go right here. So we got someone saying that they're trusting me to they're putting trust into the process. They're about to join my community. Oh, shoot. She already joined. Shout out to Mina. All right, cool. So you guys can see right here. I know it looks kind of oily. It's my hands, man. All right. So check this out. Right here. Someone just joined. All right. This is what happens when you think of other people first. All right. Oh, shoot. There goes another person. Yo, I can't lie about these things. Y'all, I love YouTube Live. I love YouTube Live. All right. I'm about to show you. The next topic that we're going to talk about is going to cover something similar to this. All right. About how I do this. So we're going to take this down. All right. Because the next topic that we're going to bring up is the #1 upload technique to get 10 times more views in 2025. Guys, nobody's going to buy from you if you're not getting views. Nobody's going to become your customer if you're not getting views. I didn't say followers. I said views. Because everybody is concerned about followers. All right. But you don't get followers if you don't get views. All right. So views is the seed. And I'm going to break this down real quick. So this is the #1 upload technique to get 10 times more views on Instagram in 2025 for your business. And just like I showed you guys just now on the live, all right, if you're watching this and it's not live no more, we literally just had this pop up. We got 2 new customers as I'm recording this live right here. I'm sharing my screen with y'all so you can see I know what I'm talking about, okay? I'm telling you right now, this stuff works, okay? All right, let's get it. So, all right, so let's talk about the #1 upload technique to get 10 times more views in 2025. I want you to think about going into Subway. Imagine going into Subway, and as soon as you walk through the door, you hear ding, 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 right? Because that's a little doorbell thing that happens when you open the door, right? And then the person who's behind the counter is like, hey, welcome to Subway. And you're like, hey, how you doing? You continue walking, and you go to the front of the line where you get to select your bread. And as you're looking at the menu, the person behind the counter says, hey, so what kind of bread do you want? And you're like, let me get the honey wheat. And then they ask you, okay, you want a 6-inch or a foot long? And you're like, I want a foot long. And they're like, okay, as they're slicing open the bread, and now you're looking down because you're looking at the meat that you want. Or if you're vegetarian, you're looking at the veggies. And now they ask you, what kind of sub do you want? And you're like, oh, let me get the chicken bacon ranch. So they get the chicken, they scoop it out, boom. And in your head, you're like, man, I wish they can give me a little bit more chicken. You know, it look a little skimpy. It look like every time I come here, they give me less. Anyways, they put the chicken up there. They put the bacon up there. And before you get to tell them what you want next, they ask you, what kind of cheese? You want provolone? You want pepper jack? You want American? You want Swiss? You want cheddar? You want mozzarella? Do you even want cheese? Do you want extra cheese? Do you want extra bacon? You want to make that double meat? You know what I'm saying? Do you want it toasted? After that, this is a process. This is how we're going to get more views on Instagram and get 10 times more views. We do the same thing, okay? How did I know Subway's process so well? You could say, hey, maybe I worked at Subway as my first job, which I did. But also, you can look at businesses that you interact with in real life and see how they got you to spend money. So I just walked you through Subway's process, right? I just walked you through Subway's process. I'm not going to write everything down here, but let's just say right here, remember, you walked through the door. Now, in between here, you got someone asking you questions, all right? Asking you questions all about your sub. Remember, what kind of bread? 6-inch or foot long? What kind of meat? What kind of cheese? Do you want that toasted? What kind of vegetables? What kind of sauce? Do you want chips? Do you want a cookie? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to donate to charity? They ask you these questions. They're trained to ask you these questions for a specific reason, because Subway knows that is what helps them make money, and not just make money, but make more money. Because if they sell you cookies, all right, and they sell you a drink and a combo, they're making more money. All right. But they don't talk about money until the process is done. This is exactly how you are going to get more views when it comes down to Instagram and your entrepreneurial business. All right. Hear me out. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to draw this line. All you're going to do as an entrepreneur is you're going to find other people that are doing the same thing that you want to do. Don't tell me, well, Jay, I'm the first one to ever do this and I think it's different. No, you don't want to reinvent the wheel. I promise you, because I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you're not intelligent. I am telling you that it is easier. And I'm not the type of person to always do the easiest thing. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to be the person trying to reinvent the wheel and then struggle and then spend money and then spend time and then energy and then not get the result you want just to quit because you're not seeing the result. In business, it is easier online to find what is already working and make your own version of it. This layout that I have right now for this YouTube, y'all can see a month ago, I didn't have this set up. A month later, today's date, I got this set up. How did I do it? I saw what worked in my industry with other topics. And now you guys are getting hella value. But not only that, what you didn't know is, well, I ain't even going to say that. I'm going to give that to the AskUWealth community. I ain't even going to say that, man. Let me hush a little bit. All right. Anyways, you want to find other people that are doing the same thing as you. This means, what business topic are you actually teaching? Or what thing are you teaching to give value to other people? You want to find what they're doing. Then you don't want to copy, but you want to break down. All right. I'm going to put BD. All right. Break down. All right. It's not baby daddy. This is break down. You need to break down. Okay. This is you. The same way I broke down Subway and how you walk through the door, the bell rings, they ask you, or they say, hey, welcome to Subway, and so on. You need to do the same thing. Okay, this person made this content and it got a lot of people riled up. It got a lot of people commenting. It got a lot of people sharing. It got a lot of people liking. Okay, it got a lot of engagement. How did they do it? You need to break down this process. Now, what I do for my AskUWealth people in the AskUWealth community, I give you all tools to allow you to break down line by line about how to storytell like other people. Because believe it or not, whether something goes viral, whether something has high engagement, it's all storytelling. Whether it's visual or whether it's spoken or whether it's just text on the screen, it doesn't matter. It's all storytelling. That's all social media is. Don't think that it's an algorithm and they shadow ban my account. No, people just don't care to watch your stuff unless you care about what they want to watch and what's already working. This is how we're going to do it. You're going to break down what's already working in your industry, and then you're going to make your own version of it. You're going to make your own version of it. Okay? That's it. You're going to make your own version of it. There's a specific way that I make my own version of every single piece of content that I create. I'm not going to show that to you guys because that is very detailed, and that's only for the dedicated people who are in the AskUWealth community. But I'm here to tell you that if you break down a process like this for other industries that are similar to yours or the same as yours, then and you put your own twist on it, all right? By your own twist, I mean, hey, maybe you change a color. By your own twist, maybe you change a word or 10. By your own twist, I mean, show your face, okay? I broke down this setup that you guys see right now on YouTube Live, or if you're watching this and it's already recorded, I broke down this layout from a creator that I enjoy watching that talks about money. But I'm not him and he's not me. And I teach a little bit different concepts when it comes down to money. He teaches, economics, 9 to 5, building wealth, real estate, stocks. I'm not going to talk about those things. I talk about social media and Instagram and YouTube. I talk about marketing and sales. You get the point? Same layout, meaning you guys see my face right here. You see the whiteboard right there. You see the little banner at the bottom. But I'm talking about something completely different, and I'm not him. I don't even look like him. We're from two separate generations, but I see how his content does so well. Mind you, he is my mentor as well. Like, he told us as his mentees, he told us to do this and watch the success roll in. All right. Obviously, it was more than that, but you guys get the point. This is the process that you need to do. You need to find someone who's doing something similar or the same topic that you want to do. You need to break down the process of how they story tell, and you need to be able to make your own version of it. You don't need to be like, how do I want to make this video? What colors and what effects do I want to do? What do I want to talk about today? I'm not feeling it today. So nah, I'm telling you right now, there are more days that I don't feel like making content than not. And guess what gets me riled up to actually make the content? Oh, that's right. I break down things that already work. That way, even though I don't feel like it, I know exactly what to do no matter what. So I show up and serve the hell out of y'all so you can be able to get the value and be like, dang, Jay knows what he's talking about, right? All right, bet. Okay, awesome. We got through that, man. We got through that with a breeze. Let's go. Let's go ahead and check the comments real quick as we switch to the next topic. I'm going to go ahead and let me bring that back up. Actually, we're going to take this down because the next topic we're going to talk about is going to be golden. Y'all love when I talk about this topic. So I bring it up almost every single video because guess what? Different people learn from different concepts. Different people learn from different concepts, man. We got somebody in the live. What's up? What's up? What's up? You guys can ask your questions in the comment section as well. I see the chat as well. I'm just going to go ahead and finish messaging these people because guess what? They about to join. They about to join, man. I'm telling y'all how to make money online while I'm live. Like, I love YouTube Live, man. I love it. All right. And we're going to have our last segment of the live in just a couple seconds. All right. So let me just go ahead and verify that she's in. And we just started the AskUWealth community, y'all. Actually, it's on my other phone. We just started the AskUWealth community. I'm super excited. We just got one of our first members, and we got a second member on the way during the live, man. So what better moment, right? I want to make sure that she's getting everything and she actually has access. All right. Boom. Boom. Yep, she is in. Let's go. Right. Cool. I might just need to check up here on my laptop. I don't even know why I didn't do that. Hopefully I'm not catching a cold. But anyways, guys, if you've been getting value from this live, go ahead and like it. Let me know if you've been getting value. What questions do you have as well? Bet. Cool. She is in. Let's go. All right. Let's cover this last topic, which is how I made $300 days on Instagram and how to make money using Instagram. All right. So this last topic we're going to talk about real quick is how I made $300 days on Instagram. So simple. I'm going to break down the full process of how I was able to make $300 days. And to be honest with you, I've made $500 days, $800 days, $1,000 days, $3,000 days. It doesn't matter. Like, to me, like, making money is great, but making money while you don't have to trade your time for it is even better. Like during this live, just a couple minutes ago, we basically made like $100 while I'm on live, while I'm creating content that's going to be viewed by thousands. So listen up. This process is going to change your life should you watch this whole video. Loud and clear. Listen, there's going to be very simple steps that I'm going to explain to you all, because the internet can overcomplicate how to make money online. I promise you, if you have simple systems, you're going to be able to make money online. All right. The first thing that you need when it comes to making money online, guys, is you need Instagram. All right. You need Instagram. You need a vehicle. All right. This is a vehicle. Let's just call this vehicle one. All right. You need vehicle one. All right. Vehicle one is a platform that already has people. You don't need to be knocking door to door. You don't need to be cold calling people. You don't even need to be using Instagram to find people so you can message them one-on-one. Don't do that. Huge waste of time. You're not even promised that people are actually going to see your message, which is, once you type a message, it's considered content, right? It's content. It has context. All right. You need Instagram. And the second thing that you need is a proven product. What is a proven product? Well, a proven product is something that's already proven to sell and make money. I don't need you, and you don't need you, and your family, and your time freedom that you want, and your wallet, and your bank account, and your business does not need you to try to create something from scratch and reinvent the wheel. I promise you, if you create something that's already been proven to sell with someone else's business, and you make a similar version of it, but it's you, it has your knowledge, it has your touch. It's the same thing as when it's Thanksgiving time, and you know that family member who makes mac and cheese, they don't know how to make mac and cheese. But that one other family member who knows how to make mac and cheese, they know how to make it. Why? Not because it's not mac and cheese, but because of the ingredients they put in it. Guess what the ingredients is when it comes down to having a proven product? You. That's it. You need to know how to package you into the product, allowing people to be like, I want to buy from you versus them. It's the same reason why people say, I want to get, let's say 93 octane gas versus 87 or whatever. I don't know all the octanes, but there's different octanes, right? Why do they want different octanes? Why do they want to pay more when it's gas? It's all gas, right? Well, maybe because they have a different car. Maybe their car runs better or lasts longer when they use a different octane gas. So why are people going to buy from you? That's the real question. Not what are they going to buy or are they going to spend with me? You're already seeing people buy things, okay? You're already seeing, if you wanted to create a phone, then create a phone similar to the iPhone. But why are people going to buy your phone versus iPhone? That's the hard question. Okay. You need to know how to do this. And this is exactly why I have the AskUWealth community on school. Link is in the description down below, by the way, to help you identify what are the differences that you can offer other people to help them get to what they want, have the solution, have the lifestyle, have the problem solved that they need solved over getting it somewhere else. Okay. I'm just going to say this. You need to have a proven product with you in it. Okay. Now, if you're reselling a product, that is a little bit different. That's not for tonight's clip. After you have Instagram and you have a proven product, the third thing you need is a content system. Jay, I've heard of a content a content plan before. I've heard of a content template before. I've even heard of a content creation, right? What is a content system? A system stands for saving you some time, energy, and money. All right. Saving you some time, energy, and money. What is a content system? A content system allows you to literally, there goes that word again, BD, break down. All right. Break down. If you're listening right now and you're getting value, type breakdown in the comment section down below. I promise I respond to everybody. All right. Break down. You need to break down what is already working for people who are very similar to you. Same concept goes when that proven product, but the difference is you. The content system, you don't need to overthink content. You don't. I started seeing people, for example, on YouTube have the same layout, talk about things that they're knowledgeable in. And I'm like, oh, I can do that. I don't need a script. I don't need the fancy gear. Believe it or not, this might look fancy to y'all, but yeah, I pay $20 a month. It ain't fancy. I've already had this iPad. I'm using my MacBook that's 4 years old. I'm using my monitor that's 5 years old. I'm using my iPhone that's 3 years old. It ain't fancy. This microphone is like 5 years old. Like, it ain't fancy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going all out to try to change something and have people want to buy from me. That's not it. I'm creating content from breaking down what's already worked for other people. I want you to think about this real quick. We're going to deep dive into the concept of breaking down. I want you to think of, that's an ugly arrow. Hold on. I want you to think of, all right, McDonald's, right? McDonald's. I'm going to put MD. McDonald's. Actually, no, my bad. We're going to talk about Wendy's. Wendy's had this combo. Back when I was in college, they had this combo that was called the 4 for 4. All right? 4, 4, 4. I never got it because I was a beast, always in the gym every single day. And I knew 4 for 4 won't like, I needed 16 for like 4. But anyways, Wendy's had this 4 for 4. And you can get 4 items, maybe a burger, a fry, chicken nuggets, and a drink for like $4, right? They went crazy on this combo. Well, no other restaurant or fast food chain really gave a F about giving 4 for anything. They kept their prices. As a matter of fact, they rose on their prices until recently. These fast food chains have realized, oh my gosh, people aren't buying from us like they used to. The market has changed. The algorithm has changed. Are you understanding what I'm saying? The algorithm has changed. So guess what? McDonald's has a 5 for 5. I promise you, look it up. Okay? The other day, I was at my parents' house and I saw IHOP, International House of Pancakes. IHOP, they sell pancakes. They're a breakfast joint. They're not even fast food. This is where you sit down and eat pancakes with your family on a Saturday morning. All right? IHOP had like a 6 for 6. All right. I might not be all the way correct on that, but I remember it being like 6 for 6 or 5 for 5, something like that. 7 for 7, 9 for 9. Y'all get the point, right? But here's the thing. It all originated with what? It all originated with Wendy's doing the 4 for 4. Why would McDonald's and IHOP, two very successful franchises in the food industry, change up their marketing? Why would they change up their offer? Because they see it's working. Why does Android and Apple always have features that go against each other? You know, iPhone had, they might have changed it now, but iPhone had the blue bubble. Android had the green bubble. If you had an iPhone, you could FaceTime people with other iPhone and Apple devices, but you couldn't do it on Android. And now Apple has FaceTime links that you can send to Androids to have people FaceTime you and join your FaceTime even if you don't have an iPhone. It's they see what works. Okay, so businesses do this all the time. Why wouldn't you? There is no shame into seeing what's already selling in somebody else's business and being like, you know what? I'm going to create something similar. I ain't gonna lie to you. The AskUWealth community, that was me literally being like, you know what? If I'm putting out long form content and I see it working for other content creators and entrepreneurs that are on YouTube, why can't I? I know enough information to charge for it. You do too. You just need to know how. And that's why I have the Ask You Wealth community to get on your 2 feet. All right. Next up, we got, well, let's just recover it. Instagram proven product content system. Now what you need is what a lot of people don't have because they don't know how to do it or they don't know how to set it up is oops, that's the highlighter. Hold on. The fourth thing that you need is a selling system. But Jay, I don't like sales. Yes, you do. If you ever saw someone attractive and you're like, oh, I want them, right? I want them. I want that girl. You know what I'm saying? If you're a female and you're like, damn, that's a nice looking dude, right? And you gave yourself the chance to approach them in any type of way, you were selling yourself. If you are a female and you put makeup on and you dress nice, you're selling yourself. If you're a guy and you like buying nice things so you can feel confident, this could be a hit or miss, but I'm just telling you, if you're the type of guy to show off to other females so you can get attention, which I don't really condone because that's you just spending money just to, it's not a good way, but I'm just telling you, you're selling yourself. Better example. You go to the gym as a guy so you can feel confident so you can go out and get the girls that you actually want. You're selling yourself. But when it comes down to making money, people don't like the word sales. I know why, because you've had a bad relationship with sales. But let me tell you this. True selling allows people to feel confident about the decision that they made without feeling like they were cheated when they have already gone through the transaction. They feel like they've gotten more bang for their buck. Everybody loves talking about a great deal that they've gotten. Nobody loves talking about how they feel like they didn't get their money's worth. So here's what you're going to do. You need to have a selling system. And this is not you DMing people every single day. This is not you going out and placing ads. This is you having something called a webinar. All right. But Jay, I don't like webinars. Every time I ever got on a webinar, somebody asked for money at the end of it. Yeah. Surprise. I'm going to teach you how to do that in the AskUWealth community. Woo. Now you're the person who gets to make money from webinars. You can hate it or love it. The underdog's on top, but I'm going to shine, homie. Nah, listen, yo. Webinars changed my life. It took me from DMing people every single day. It took me from getting on phone calls that were like 45 minutes long. I made a lot of money with getting on sales calls, but it was so dreadful because I wanted to make the money. I knew I could help the people, but the people who didn't buy, I had to like sit there and, well, I didn't have to, but you guys get the point. If the money wasn't coming in consistently through the business, through a automated selling system, then I had a problem. I wasn't making money in my business. So a webinar allowed me to do one thing, record it live, like go live on it. Let me not say recording. I went live on it. So the people who showed up were already dedicated to taking out the time out their day on a specific day of the week, on a specific hour, and be able to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to watch that show. You know how most people, like older people, they be like, I gotta watch my show. My show coming on this time. You want people to be like that with your webinar, okay? Because your webinar is going to be live, meaning if they miss it, they miss out. Say that together. If they miss it, they miss out. If you're still listening and getting value, type miss out in the comment section, all right? If they miss it, they miss out. Now, during your live webinar, what you're going to do is you're going to give them value. But here's the thing. Most people think value is, oh, let me show you how to click here and type this and type that. No, people will leave your A behind if you teach them that. And I'm not telling you to not give them value, but I'm telling you, why would they show up to your live webinar, whether it's paid or free, if they can do the same thing on YouTube? You need to know how to market your webinar to show them concepts. But Jay, how is that fair? You just told us to give value. So how are we going to show them a concept? And let me tell you this, I read the Bible. I believe in God. I don't know about y'all, but I believe in God. All right. So when I read the Bible, it doesn't always tell me take the left step, take the right step, take the left step, move over 3 and you make it into heaven. Like, nah, it don't work like that. It teaches principles and concepts. It shows stories about how someone was in a certain position where they wanted to be, what they struggled with, how they got there, and how you can get there. And it leaves you with the lesson. A lot of the times in the Bible, they have stories that are in there that follow that concept. That's all you're going to do in your webinar. You're going to show people where you were. You're going to show people what you struggled with. You're going to show people what you really wanted to achieve. You're going to show people what you did to try to achieve it and how you still failed. And then what you did when you found the right way, and then where you are now with not having the problem anymore, and how you can get them there without having the same mistakes that they just made. I know that was a mouthful, but I promise y'all, like, it's coming from the heart. I make these lives, I make these videos for y'all because I know it's valuable and it's just ingrained in me now. I did not know that when it came down to making money online. And I made $1,000 nights by only working 45 minutes, my bad, 45 minutes in 1 week. In 1 week. I made $1,000 in one night from working 45 minutes a week. And then I started picking it up and I was like, you know what? This is working. So let me do 45 minutes on Thursdays and I'm going to do 45 minutes on Tuesdays. No, it was actually Monday. It was 45 minutes on Monday and 45 minutes on Thursdays. And then I started making double the money. It works. So you give them the concept. And after you give them the concept, you let them know, hey, this is what you need in order for you to have this problem solved. But you don't have to go through what I went through. You can just, let me write this in green because this is where the money come in. All right. You can just pay me and I'll solve it for you with a product or a service or whatever, or a membership or whatever, right? And people will pay you, and some people won't, but people will pay you who are more serious about it. Okay, I promise you. Okay, you can tell yourself all these self-limiting beliefs, but let me tell you this: if your arm got chopped off, okay, and if your arm got chopped off, or you got in a bad accident in a car, you'd call 911. You wouldn't think about, oh my gosh, how much is it going to cost after I get this problem fixed? No, you want the problem fixed now. Those are the people who are going to buy from you, hands down. The people who ain't ready, they ain't ready. They ain't ready for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be always about money, right? Like I told y'all, I believe in God, right? People who are believers in Christ, like, it ain't got nothing to do with money. But people who don't believe in Christ, they don't want it. They don't want it. They not ready. Sometimes they not ready. Sometimes it takes something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. All right. Anyways, you have a selling system. All right. That selling system. Side note, this is a golden nugget. Listen up. I'm telling you, this selling system needs to be automated. Otherwise, you ain't going to make money in your sleep. Otherwise, you might as well have a 9 to 5. Matter of fact, a 9 to 9, because you're going to work more in your business than you ever will. All right. When you first started, but you need to have an automated business. This is like, if you've been watching the live. All right. If you've been watching the live, you know that I just basically made $200 while I was on this live. I've been on this live for 57 minutes. Imagine you making $200 passively. The work already done for me. I'm on to creating this video. How did it happen? I have an automated system. That's it. Simple, right? That's how it works, guys. That's how it works. All right. So I want to let everyone know here that you can join, okay, the AskUWealth community, get weekly mentorship from me, get content audits, know how to make your content. Even when you make content, you still might need an oil change or two. You might need a tune-up. You know what I'm saying? You might need to rotate your tires. Okay. You need maintenance on your content. I'm going to content audit for you every single week, live. I'm going to help you have a business plan so you can have the right systems in place using your knowledge to help you make money and passive income using Instagram. And you're going to have specific details and specific exclusive content that's going to help you not only make your first sale, but also maintain it so you can have more time freedom. Link is in the description down below for the AskUWealth community. I'll see you guys in there. That's it for tonight's live, man. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.